This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.
Y'all,
This
just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yes, man, I'm feeling it.
Hey, it's almost here.
What is the State of the Union?
The
Always
state
excited.
of Erica's weekend.
Oh, there we go. I'd rather
Yes.
hear about that. I'd rather
Yes.
hear
What
about
if that's what Biden talked about the whole time? It's like, let me tell you all what Eric is doing.
That'd be pretty dope.
It'd be kind of cool, and just like no reason
Cobb
for it.
family.
He gives no explanation after. He's like, I think the country needs
And he
to
just,
know that.
like, for no reason, just popped the beer top, and
Yeah.
he's just like,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty wild.
I'd be with it.
I'd be
Well,
with it.
I would prefer a glass of wine, but okay.
Just be more American just to hear that.
Yeah.
You know?
There's American wineries.
Maybe he'll put it in the speech. Any bets? Am I take some bets?
Erica Cobb, hello. Hello, I'm Biden. Hello.
So you guys no longer need to watch the State of the Union. That was it.
Are
That
we
was
being
it right there.
truncated by the State of the Union right now?
I bet we
No,
are.
we're on. It's coming up in a little bit, an hour or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
gonna
All
be
right,
exciting.
let's get to some stories because no one wants to talk politics. We're starting today with the story we talked a lot about when it first happened, the Rust movie set shooting. The armorer, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, was found guilty yesterday of involuntary manslaughter. She's facing up to 18 months in prison. Here is a look at her booking photo. This is all for the fatal shooting of cinematographer Helena Hutchins, who died after she was struck by a bullet from a gun that Alec Baldwin allegedly fired on set. Hannah was acquitted of a separate charge of evidence tampering. So what do we think of this, Tori? I'm going to go to you. You go.
You're just setting me up. I think 18 months is way too short. I think that's, what, a year and a half for someone that eventually lost her life. They found on set, I don't know if we have the photos, but evidence of like a random photo that they just took as soon as the shooting happened. And in one of these photos, do we have that photo up? Great. You see the bullets here? This was just taken as soon as the shooting happened. And you see that one on the right, 3 up? That silver little pin in there, that's a live round. So she obviously is in charge of making sure none of that should be there, and clearly it was on there. There's also pictures of her wearing this pack on it, so she has live rounds on her at the time that it was going on. So I think she should have been for at least 5 to 10. Now, if we move on to Baldwin, to me, he's also negligent and definitely part of the lawsuit. I'm sure you have more to say.
You don't remember the first show that we just did?
I do. That's why I'm stopping.
Al, what do you
But
think?
5 to 10
You want to move on to Alec Baldwin? Because that's what everyone's
Yes,
going to talk
please.
about. Let's do that because everyone is wondering what this will mean for Alec Baldwin, who has also been charged with involuntary manslaughter for Helena's death. He is expected to stand trial in July, so he's still going to have to go to trial on this. Baldwin has pled not guilty and has maintained all along he did not pull the trigger. Finish your thought, Tori.
Even though gun analysis, including the FBI, has said there's no way that gun wasn't pulled. They said there's zero
The trigger wasn't
chance. The
pulled.
trigger had to have been pulled. It was a working gun. It would not have worked that way unless he pulled the trigger. In my mind, he's culpable. There's culpability here. He's the one that moved the gun irresponsibly in front of the camera. He's the one the bullet came from. He's the executive producer. He hired the armorer. There are people that walked out because of safety issues. All of these lead down to him being culpable in my mind.
I don't know. Have you ever played around with a gun on a TV?
I
or
have
movie set?
not, no.
Like I have. And when they're there, they do have an armor, and they're pretty clearly fake guns. And the first thing you do is do the Billy the Kid flip the thing and put it in
Not
your
on a real
holsters.
set that you don't.
On a
you
set.
don't play with guns on a set like
They're
that.
fake guns.
No,
I'm
you
just
do
telling you
not.
what people are doing.
I'm telling you, I know from sets and TV.
I've been on them.
Okay, I can't imagine people doing this with guns today in this age.
That was the
doing on
record
set.
we were there to see. The guy's set was this one.
What year was it?
2015?
Okay. I can't imagine these days that people are being flippant about guns when stuff like that happens. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe they're culpable, but at no point can I imagine someone flipping a gun on set like
I just
that.
wonder, do you think on like a movie set and there's clearly fake grenades, somebody might leave one jokingly on somebody's lunch table? You don't think it's a real grenade. Nothing here is real. That's the entire point of the production. So the mindset that this is a real gun would not have crossed my mind.
Even
I'm
though
just saying,
guns went off
I'm not
twice.
even saying I'm right. I'm just saying I would not think
But
that.
the guns on this set went off twice, and people walked out because of it.
But he
So
may not have known that.
well, he's the producer, so he should have known that
What do
there
you
was
think,
two guns that
Erica?
went
What
off.
do you
It's like, I don't think that Alec Baldwin is responsible for the actual shooting. But I do think that Alec Baldwin and company are responsible for the climate and the culture of the set. And as we know now, it was very sloppily produced. If you have a young 20-something-year-old armorer coming on, clearly she doesn't have much experience just based on her age alone. And now you have a set where people are walking off due to a lot of different issues, but you have guns. And also, what about when they were, what do they call it, plinking or whatever, like just right off of the set, off the grounds, where they were shooting cans. And so you knew that there were live rounds in the vicinity. When you're 23, and we can all think of like our 23-year-old jobs, you come in and you're like, I want to do the best job that I could possibly do so I can move up and blah, 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 whatever. But you're in a situation where everybody else is just kind of like mailing it in, it's real casual, whatever. You become a product of that climate when there's no one there to be like, this is a tight ship and this is how it's run. But you're doing that when there's live rounds in the vicinity is a recipe for disaster. So I don't think that Alec actually shooting her is that he's responsible for that, but he's responsible for everything that led up to it, along with a lot of other people.
And that's called culpability. And that means he's not up for manslaughter. He's not up for murder in the first degree. He's up for involuntary manslaughter. His negligence led to the death of another human. It doesn't have to have malice aforethought. It can just be that his negligence, and it did, it clearly did.
And I'm not trying to equate this woman's life with cinema moving forward, but some of the favorite movies that you probably have in your life, especially when they're done by young actors, were probably done on shoestring budgets. We're probably done with like, hey, me and Jeff didn't have a permit to shoot on this street, but we did it and we got an Oscar for it. When it works out great, everybody's like, how did you shoot that famous movie on your iPhone for 50 grand? But like when this happens, obviously people are up in arms. But when you don't have a big budget, you do have to hire 22-year-old know-nothings. Or we're not going to have the lower budget films because there's not as much of a market for that because it doesn't have Iron Man in it. So when we are deciding to kind of get rid of that, or because laws will be put in place, and good reason, just understand that that will hurt small productions.
I don't think it will hurt small productions because I don't think that there's a price to be responsible. Like, that doesn't cost anyone anything. That's something that inherently is within the fabric of a culture when you have a set. So I agree that you might not be able to hire the best person, you know, the most expensive person for the job.
Union.
But that doesn't mean that you can't hire a responsible person.
That's right. That's right. Well, we'll see in July. I'll be shocked if he's criminally charged. I'll be shocked. Coming up on DBL, can you guess the highest paid actors of 2023?
Me.
Al had a pretty good year.
Yeah.
And we're taking a look back at the fashion from last night's Billboard Women in Music event.
By just going simple.
Often everyone looks good, but in this case, they all kind of look bad.
Yeah, so to Al's point, and Al's obviously been on sets where there have been guns. I've never been on a movie set. I've never been in a situation where there's an armor, but I have been to tactical training. I have been to gun safety classes, things like that. And the way that you operate from the moment you walk in the door is to assume that every gun has a live round in it, even if it's presumed to be empty. So for me, it feels very counterintuitive to just be like, oh, I'm gonna pick up a gun and twirl it, because I wouldn't do that with any gun, even if the clip wasn't in it, even if it was cocked, even if I did a double check, I still wouldn't do it because it's a gun. So when you say it like it's like more nonchalant, I bet now it won't ever be nonchalant again because it never should have been nonchalant.
Well, you know, I've also did a TV show where there was fake movie cocaine. If somebody did the fake movie cocaine and it was real, should they have expected it and treated it to be like, oh, somebody on set may have not.
It's the LA Times.
Used the fake cocaine. Maybe this is real, so I'm not going to really. You assume because you want to get the right shot for the movie that you are doing obviously fake movie cocaine.
So and people are actually snorting?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
How do you
LA
think they
Times.
do it on camera? It's not real. Really? Yes. It's a mannitol. It's a baby laxative.
And they're snorting it?
Yes. How do you think they made the movie Blow or Narcos? What do you think?
I didn't know. I just thought it was like a cut.
No, it's like real.
It's what, real cocaine?
They're snorting fake cocaine.
What, yeah. What?
Welcome back. Forbes has released a list of the highest paid actors of 2023. Let's take a look at the top 5. There are actually 2 actors who tied for the number 4 spot. So we're going to start with Matt Damon, who made $43 million in 2023, thanks to his roles in Air and the box office hit Oppenheimer. He was in both, obviously. He tied with Ryan Gosling, who also made $43 million from the movie Barbie. He also benefited from his I'm Just Ken song that has been streamed more than 100 million times.
Are you serious?
It's such a
online.
bad song, you guys.
That is
It's
crazy.
catchy, though. It's an earworm.
Wow, I am not one included in that.
Yeah.
Number 3 on the list is Tom Cruise. He made $45 million last year. He did some of his own stunts in Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1. Look, this was really Tom Cruise.
Can I be honest? That's $45 million worth of what he. That's the $45 million shot.
I totally agree.
That's the $45 million shot.
He rode a motorcycle off a cliff.
Yeah, that's what he made his money for. That's it, right there.
What do you think everybody on the crew is thinking right there?
There's a funny story
we were
that
here the day that Tom Cruise jumped off the
I'll tell you a story after we finish this list. Number 2 on the list is Margot Robbie. She made $59 million. She's the youngest actor on the list. She played Barbie, but she was also the executive producer on the film. Got paid that way, too. Before we name the number 1 on the list, anybody want to quickly guess, Erica?
Ooh, I don't know. The Rock?
That's what I was going to guess.
I was going to guess The Rock, too, but I'll go Tom Hanks. Has he made a movie?
Tom Hanks?
Did he make one? Mark
Killian
Wahlberg. That's what I'm going with.
All right, there you go.
Murphy, maybe? Oppenheimer?
That's not a bad guess.
Okay.
That's not a bad guess. You know who number 1 is?
Tom Hanks.
Adam Sandler. He made $73 million.
Dang.
Yeah, the majority of the money he made came from his partnership deals with Netflix and the films he created for them. He's just having a good time. This movie's great, by the way. He plays the lizard.
What's it called?
Leo.
Oh,
My kids
Leo?
love it. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a great movie.
That guy just makes movies where he likes, with people he likes, in clothing he likes, with scripts he likes.
He's got a new
That's
movie.
That's all he does.
That's what I'm planning on doing.
Yeah.
He
Like
lives a great
doing what
life.
I want.
Dude,
with
it's like
who I
it's like I bring you guys all to Hawaii and I'm like, let's just
And I think,
Yes.
I think they probably even bulk shoot. They probably shoot a bunch of movies at the same time. Kind of, if you think about what Tyler Perry's doing, you know, I'll never forget. I saw that video where he's a mansion, but it's a different kind of exterior on the 4 sides, so it could be a Spanish villa, the White House on the other side, and just like you think through this, so you're not beholden to any network. Like, we're done with you, Erica. You're like, no, Erica's not done. I'm gonna make 11 movies that I want to make, and I mean, how great is that? You got your own fan base. You're good.
Yeah, he's fine.
That's I feel like so many people miss this. It's like Adam Sandler has been in the game for how long? 30 years or so?
At least.
Yeah.
And he came up with a group of people who he liked working with at some point. He started to get his people together. He clearly is getting like the university of like making movies and figuring out where the production is lacking and how he can do things better. And so much about any industry is chemistry, having the right people involved in order to like build your brand. And I think watching this in real time has been incredibly inspiring for a lot of people.
And Erica, the one point you made such a great point. I think the one thing you missed is having that chemistry allows you to do it quickly.
Exactly.
And in this world where we need content, we need movies, especially because of the actor strike, Adam Sandler's like, we got 6 in the can, bro. How you want to do it?
Without having to micromanage people because you trust that they're the right person for the job.
Secondhand lingo like we have, you know what I mean? Lingo.
Did you say that because I have a turtlenneck on?
Yeah,
Or
Mr.
bebop?
Ron Burgundy.
Real quickly, going back to Tom Cruise about like how he does his stunts and things like that. He was talking. Matt Damon tells this story, and because he did Jason Bourne, and there were certain things that they wouldn't let him do. And he sat down with Tom, and he's like, Tom, I don't understand. How do you get your stunt coordinator let you do that? And he goes, well, I got this idea. I wanted to, jump off the cliff on a motorbike. He's like, well, you're never going to do that. He goes, yeah, so here's what I did. I fired the stunt coordinator, got a new stunt coordinator, and then he let me do it.
Yeah.
So he just fired when he says no. He's like, no problem, you're fired.
Yeah.
And then just hires people. And
He
just give
doesn't
him
take no
the
for
okay.
an answer. He just.
I mean,
goes
listen,
for it.
the guy has his Scientology and all that, but like I said, he's a great guy on set.
Yeah.
You okay, buddy?
Bless you.
Man, I thought that was serious.
No, it was Blake, our cameraman, who had probably been holding it for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
He got
I don't mean to call you out. Look,
Yeah.
I
Way
was
to
giving
go,
you a shot
Blake.
over there. I was like, whoa, someone's really in trouble.
Yeah, that was weird. That was Adam Sandler. And like, hee-hoo. You know what I mean? From the previous bit we did, Adam Sandler.
Okay, I'm glad you're okay, buddy. I'm glad you're okay. I'm feeling sick on Tori's comments. Coming up on DBL, the most questionable red carpet looks from Billboard's Women in Music event. We're going to talk about these sexy ladies next. Let's talk fashion. Welcome back. Many highly accomplished women attended the Billboard Women in Music Awards last night in LA. Tracee Ellis Ross hosted the event that celebrated the accomplishments of women in music across all genres. Some artists were honored with awards, including Australian singer Kylie Minogue, who won the Icon Award, but everyone is talking about the questionable fashion choices. Unfortunately, starting off with the host, Tracee Ellis Ross. We get music even for bad choices.
Yep. Same music.
Her multicolored dress was very drapey.
I don't hate that.
I hate that.
You hate that?
Yeah, it looks like I'm doing aerobic yoga. I know what I mean? Air.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
Aerial aerobics.
Aerial.
Yes, I like it.
All right.
I
I'm
don't
sorry, I
hate
do.
it, but I feel like the black and whatever maroon, that should be one or the other color.
Okay.
All right.
I don't like that seafoam color.
We got
either.
plenty of
like
other
the vibe.
ugly dresses.
Okay.
Kylie Minogue wore a black mermaid dress with a bit of sparkle on the top.
She needs a new stylist, y'all. She just needs one. She has not done well lately in the red carpet.
Is that horrible?
It's
not,
just
no,
boring.
it's not horrible. Yeah, I just think she's got a funkier personality.
Yep.
She could probably pull a lot more cool looks off.
Totally
than that.
agree.
Unless that's what she's comfortable in, but yeah.
All right, how about Katy Perry? She opted for this red two-piece, and we saw a little more than we needed. But we got a back spot. Ooh, there it is.
First of all, no, that cut looks good on no one.
Zero.
You cannot swoop underneath
Your
the
pooch?
belly.
Yes.
It creates something that isn't even there.
Yeah.
And then, is that a G-string?
Yep.
It's
And it went up
giving
the
like
back.
early 90s low-ride jeans
Yeah.
with your G-string and a corset that is compressing your belly. No, it's a no.
And I'm not with the bangs look right
And
there.
look at the.
I don't mind the hair. The hair is great. The hair and
That's
makeup, I'm happy with. She kind of looks like Audrey Hepburn.
And look at the long, weird part at the end because they missed it. The weird tail. You see that?
That is no. That is a no for me, dog.
Randy Jackson in the house. All right, rapper and singer Saweetie. Saweetie. Wore a simple black dress, but on her hip was a lobster.
I'm not mad at it.
I don't hate
I'm
that.
not mad.
Is it just Sweetie?
It's Sweetie, yeah.
Saweetie?
Sweetie.
I just
Faster, Sweetie.
Sweetie.
I'm done. I'm never saying her name again.
I don't like the lobster. I would like another crustacean. Like
What
if it
kind-
was-
what crustacean?
Like some seashell?
No, that's cool.
Or something, like a couple seashells.
You know why? Because it's clawing. It's kind of clawing at her like part of the dress, like
Yeah.
wrapping around her. So it's cool.
But lobsters don't seem sexy.
well,
Well,
that one
I
was.
mean, they can be. All right, let's see the next
No
one.
selfish joke over there? I thought for sure you Next, country singer Lainey Wilson looked a little casual in his tie-dye look with bell-bottom pants.
I don't
with
hate
black
that
and
at
silver
all.
teal
That's
accessories.
very Southwest.
I
looks
dig it.
horrendous.
I really want her to lose the hat. We have
She can't
seen
stop with
we
the hat.
have seen the hat at every
Every
event,
single one.
and we really need to see her face because I would not recognize her, and she seems deserving of someone who needs to be recognized based on their accolades.
I'm getting Tom Sandoval vibes if you guys watch Vanderpump
Yes,
Rules.
I see what you're saying. If I could have, I just wish I wish her the core of the outfit was black because it would show off her accoutrements. You know, I like.
Or décolletage.
All right,
Yes.
that's enough.
Okay.
Lastly, Ellie Goulding wore a white gown with a sparkly wave top.
Everybody's going to a different event.
Yeah,
That's my
I
issue
don't get
with
this.
all of these looks.
This is
need
like
a
a
theme?
wedding in New York. It's just a Manhattan kind of like gala wedding. I just think this kind of disappears on her. You kind of need a different color if you're going to do a contrast with that sculpture.
Wow, very judgy up
Yeah.
It's just, you can't see it.
I actually
It's
like
like a
some of them.
wave.
Yeah. I'd like to see it in a different color maybe just for the contrast.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. welcome back. We've got some great products from our friends at Morning Save. There's some allergies going on in here. Check them out.
All right, Steph, let's go shopping. What do you have for us today?
Hey Tori, hi DBL Nation. I am super excited to go shopping with you today. We've got some fantastic things that we both need, so let's check it all out. This is wild. Look at this.
Whoa.
This is the Mobility Wall Pro Series door-mounted foam massage roller.
What?
This deal includes one Mobility Wall foam roller. So normally this is $120.
Okay.
We have it for just $29.99.
Hello.
That's saving 75%. And check out this. This is so cute. I love it. It's the London Fog Amelia crossbody wallet.
Cute.
This doorbuster deal includes one crossbody wallet available in these 3 lovely colors. These doorbuster deals are always super popular, so in order for everyone to get your hands on one, there's a limit, you guys, 3 per customer, which means be quick because they're gonna go.
You know that means good pricing.
I know. Normally, this is amazing, they're $48. Tori, we've got it for $5. $5. That's saving 90%, and look at them. Now this I love, and we've got the Dermalactives Ion Eye Wand. This deal includes one ion wand. Normally this is $90, but we've got it for $15.
I'm back in.
That saves 83%. This
Wow.
is the Phantom Chef 8-piece Luxe cookware set.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This deal includes a 9.5-inch fry pan, a 1.8-quart saucepan with a lid, a 4.4-quart casserole with a lid, 2 silicone utensils, and 1 cookware protector. So normally this set is $245.
Okay, normal.
We've got it for $49.99. That's saving 80%.
All right, guys, you saw it here. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag all these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or see that QR code right on screen. Scan it. It'll take you directly to all of these products on Morning Save's website. Thank you so much, Steph.
Those pots look lovely.
So chic.
But would you ever be, I wouldn't be able to cook in them.
I would
They're
almost
so
be
beautiful.
scared to put any kind of like braise or my pot roast or my brisket. You know, my mom, what she does, boil it till it, boil the heck out of it. That's what she said. I'd be scared to do it in those pots.
Those are like show pots.
Yeah.
You got
for sure.
regular
Show
wheat
pans.
cooking pots, and those are like, oh, company's coming over.
Chopin.
Are you gonna have us over for brisket?
Oh, you bet it.
Yeah, have us over to boil some meat, Tori. We'll see you tomorrow.